I have a confession. I have a jacket problem. I don't know how many I have, but it's too many. And I don't necessarily need them, but I love them. And every time I go thrifting, I say I'm not allowed to go to the jacket section. And every time I go thrifting, I find another beautiful jacket. I'm in a thrifting moratorium until I resolve this situation. So I accidentally went thrifting again. Have I sold all of the clothes I was supposed to sell? No. Have I sold some of them? Yes. Did I try to create a very structured shopping list that I could not veer off of so that I wouldn't accidentally spend my money on things I didn't need?
No more vintage glassware. Not for me, anyway. So, I wanted to make a list of all of the things that I am looking for so that I don't buy stuff that I don't need.
And could focus on the things that I did need? Yes. Did I completely stick to that list? It is a black leather jacket.
And you need is, of course, like a loose term.
No. No, I did not.
Part of thrifting is like the magic of finding things that you don't need, but I'm just really not in a financial position to have things that I don't need right now.
It's also the most expensive thing that I bought. I don't know, I loved it.
I am about to go thrifting with my friend Sammy. She is wrapping up something at work, and then we are gonna head out. Let's make a shopping list. I am looking for storage ottomans, and I'm looking for round ones specifically, a bedside table for top. And I think he's also looking for a table for his office, like a little side table. I'm also shopping for my friend Ellie, who just moved into her first solo apartment. I'm helping her make over the living room, so stay tuned for that because that's gonna come eventually. I'm looking for a lavender linen suit. There's no way I'm gonna find it, but I want it. I'm really vibing on suits. I'm putting it on the list, which also reminds me that I'm looking for ties. Basically just anything lavender also though. I'm having like a very lavender revival moment. I'm always looking for plant pots, like cute plant pots, plates to put the pots on. Oh yeah, and then for Ellie, side table. So we're looking for a lot of side tables today. Art or like good frames. A swag light, which I'm definitely not gonna find, but we can dream. Actually, I did find my beautiful amber swag light at Savers in Reno. So it could happen again. Probably won't, but it could happen. Just lighting in general. She needs a lot of lighting. Desk, but I also don't think that we're gonna find like the desk. Just storagey type stuff. A double curtain rod. Okay, got my list set up. Oh yes, and I'm wearing leggings to the store so I can try pants on. I can't be wasting my money on things that don't fit again. I'm pretty sure the dressing rooms are still closed. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so first up on our thrifting adventure was a classic, Savers. If you donate at Savers, you get 20% off. Saw some very cool things, some tempting things, but what I left with was green is clearly a theme of my life right now. Love the sage green. Crock? No. What are these things called? Pot? No. What is this called? We're just gonna call it a serving dish, even though I think it's oven safe. Bakeware? It's not bakeware. Love this little oval bakeware. I have another one a lot like this that's smaller and it's brown and I think they'll be great together. It was a little more than I wanted to spend at $7, but with the 20% off, it was pretty good. Art was also on my list. I love this frame and this mat, and while I was supposed to buy it for Ellie, I wanted to keep it. I'm just picturing this leopard photo I have in it and just like how amazing it would look. Ellie, I'm sorry if you're watching this and you saw this and you want it. I love you and I'm sorry. Some white pants, but they're from Universal Thread. It's a Target brand. They're nothing special, but I actually know that these pants fit me really well. And they were $4 and then they were 20% off. So nice straight leg. They're sort of like an oyster shell white. So this is a good find and I'm pretty stoked on them, especially for the price. I've been searching for just like a 100% cotton white thermal. I was looking online and people were charging insane amounts of money for them. I mean, for like vintage ones, I guess, $40, $50? And I was like, are you, what? The tag does look vintage and it's made in the US and it's 100% cotton and it was, I think, $2 and then 20% off. I got this really pretty tie. Ties were definitely on my list. I got this for Tom specifically with the intention of me potentially borrowing it sometimes. It's this really pretty kind of like dark peacock blue with these birds on it. It's a pretty one. And then I went to a hospice thrift shop near Danville and I got, what did I get? Oh yes, some really good stuff actually. These giant taper candles. Candy tapers. Amazing. I feel like these are not cheap. They're 16 inches tall and they are just beautiful. I don't have a candle holder that fits them, but I am kind of wanting to build one. I would build it out of wood. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I don't know, I have some ideas. This was such an unnecessary purchase. I have a jacket problem. Some people have a shoe problem. It's not that I don't have a shoe problem. I cannot tell you how many jackets, coats, chore coats, denim jackets, leather jackets, blazers, like I don't know how many I have, but it's too many. And I did it again. I don't own anything like this. I mean, which isn't to say that that's an excuse. I don't know what era this is from. It's probably from the 90s. There's this snake skin detailing and then some other pattern is on the back as well. I don't know, I loved it. It felt really outside of like something I would buy. It was $24, it was a little steep, but it still had the tags on and new. It was $225 and it's made by Augustina from Carmel by the Sea. It was totally coming to Portugal with me. Absolutely, can't wait to wear it. At the same store, I also got this art book by Robert Bechtel, mixed media artist. So he has this series called California Gardens, and on this side, it's a watercolor painting, and then on this side, it's a photograph. But this is actually in Oakland, California, and I'm pretty sure I know like exactly what street this is on. I have a sneaking suspicion because there's this neighborhood kind of near me that has all of the houses have this style of like arch windows, like every single house. It's a beautiful neighborhood. We'd kill for a house there. Not that my house isn't great and also a beautiful California craftsman, but like it's the dream. It's a really cool book. Really beautiful stuff. Another one's this watercolor and this is oil on canvas. Spoiler alert, I pretty much bought these pants. But yeah, super cool. And it was like $2. So, I mean, $2. What a steal. We went to St. Vincent de Paul up in Walnut Creek, and there was a lot there, but I did get this tie that I really like. This kind of dusty rose color. I'm excited to wear it, and it's going to go really well. I have these very like 60s herringbone pants in also kind of a dusty rose. I'm really excited to wear these with my green blazer. And then we hit up a couple more Goodwills where I didn't do too well. The last Goodwill we went to, there was this really beautiful frame, and I liked the art in it as well, but I didn't like them together. It was too busy. But the frame had this like really cool, it looked like carved teak, but it wasn't. And I think if it had been real wood, I definitely would have bought it. It was $17. I was scared. But like now I'm like, maybe I should go back for it. I think painted, it could be really cool painted, and then replacing the painting with something else. But I don't know if I have space for it. I don't know. Thank you for coming along and thrifting with me once more. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. You all know this. You hear this from everyone. I'm saying it anyway. Please do it. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I don't know. I don't need it. Like kitchen stuff. I have too much glassware. I have a problem. A really big problem. But it's so good. So good.